All right, welcome back to the show. You know what it is. Your host, the most cool Corey G, DJ What You Say, back in the building with the usual suspects. Plus, I got a few cameramans in here today. Shout out Tony Shark in the building. Yay! Whoa, just like that. Sorry. And we got young Shaun X Dawn, circa 90.
Shaun X Dawn. I changed my Twitter name already. That's not attached to me no more. What's up, y'all? Shout out
Shaun
to y'all.
Shaun X Dawn must got warrants.
Shaun Doe.
Shaun Doe in the building. Episode, what's this episode?
57.
57, motherfucker. Son, it seems like
it's not 57, it's 57.
57.
There it is.
But it seemed like we running. Damn, I got the hiccups now. Sorry, y'all. Seemed like we running through these episodes like it ain't nothing. So, getting it popping, man. How y'all living today?
All right, same old same, man. Just a chill weekend, chill week. I skipped one day at the gym though. I feel kind of bad on myself, but other than that, it's been cool, I guess.
Get it popping?
No, I went to the gun show this weekend. That's about it.
You bought a Draco?
No.
Why not, son?
I really don't like them. I feel like if you gonna get a gun like that, you might as well get like an AR or AK. Like them Dracos, like small. Like
it's a truck gun.
That's what I'm saying. But it's just so small. Like fall.
Look at me, I'm so cool and I talk about guns.
But it go boom.
We just know.
I'm so hard and go on.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. I don't know where he was going with that.
But yeah, how was your week, bro?
Shit, same old shit, bro. Just out here working. This fucking I've been sick. I thought I had strep throat. My throat was all fucked up, and then I was fine. It went away and it came back like twice. Then I woke up one morning and I felt like my whole body was sore. So I was like, yep, this is it for me. And I rarely get sick. No. For me. Like I rarely get sick, but when I do, I'm a big ass fucking baby. It's over for me. So I've been battling that. Son. I wake up every morning fighting the fucking cold, but I made it through. Had some house issues, son. Sometimes I just wish I lived in a fucking apartment, bro. My fucking hot water heater blew up. I had to replace that. Flooded one of my rooms. You don't want
to live in an apartment because they got they building new apartments by mine. So it sounded like they sawing the building literally in half every morning at like 7:30.
That's fucking.
They sawing bricks.
That's fucking. That's that ghost in y'all apartment.
Shout out to Keenan, but nah.
What if you find out they haven't done construction at your apartment for like the last 3 months and you just hear it every morning?
I see them.
Maybe you're the only one.
Well, I'd be like, damn, I don't know who building it, but it's coming along pretty fast. Because it's coming along fast.
But nah, man, I've been straight. Just trying to, like I said, I think the weather is really fucking with me. You wake up one day and it's 70 degrees outside. And you go out the next day and it's 20. You wake up the next day and it's raining and 30. So, man.
Like that. How was yours, bro?
What you been up to,
bro? I got, did a lot of drinking.
Turned up?
I turned up, yeah. I don't know. That was it.
Where you want to disclose where you were when you was turning up? You were just out like
an OT.
Oh,
not like OT.
On some old man shit.
I was about to say OT. But what is OT for the people that don't know?
What?
You know, like the song, the one dance song. When you say OT,
the one dance song.
That one dance song by that one person.
Drake song, One Dance.
Oh, he does say that in there.
He does.
Okay, my bad.
Y'all gotta get hip.
Have you reached a point in adulthood where you just get drunk like at home?
No.
You haven't done that?
Well, yeah, but with people, like not alone.
Oh, you haven't. You don't just get home from work like fuck it.
I tried to get drunk off that line.
I'll drag somebody down with me. Somebody's getting dragged down.
Someone has to be.
So I'm not gonna do it alone and stuff. But
man,
I would. I tried to get drunk off one. I just got tired, fell asleep.
I think I might be done.
I don't know if that's drunk though.
I think I might be done with drinking for a while.
He said that, but
just because last time I went out and got super drunk, and I just like, man, I hated that feeling the next morning because I hate fucking throwing up from alcohol. Mm-hmm. I can't stand. It makes me like really regret everything I ever did in my life. But I'm serious though, because I can do without it. I'm still gonna smoke my cigars, but and I don't really be drinking that much like talking about anyway. Like you said, unless I have somebody over, or I may drink a little yak when I'm hitting a cigar.
17 shots.
Other than that, yeah, I don't really be like,
What
I would never do that.
Talking about?
Shout out to Rick.
Shout out Rick. It was an episode. He took like 17 shots. It was early on.
Ooh.
and he was basically throwing up his esophagus.
Yeah, we not gonna put my son out there, but I wish y'all would have seen.
We said it. We been said.
But no, I'm saying I wish the people would have been there for the behind the scenes.
Oh my God.
The 2 hours that it was after we recorded.
Yeah, we waited because I didn't want to drive him home and him throw up in my car. So I was like,
Shaun was hot. Shaun was like, son, you might gotta bring him home. Shaun was hot.
Son, my dude was hurting, bro. He was in there hurting over that toilet.
Shout out to my son. So look, let's get into it, man. This is our first episode in a while without a guest. We got a lot of shit to cover because we done missed about 3 weeks worth of shit that's been going on in this world. So
facts.
First thing we gonna get it popping with is the GOAT. Well, was the GOAT before, but let's get into. I wish we had like some kind of graphic that could like ching.
I know.
Topic number
we can
one.
get a little green.
Oh yeah, we can get like
a green poster.
We can get a fucking dry erase board. Every time after we say a topic, we just erase it. Like next.
I was thinking green screen.
I don't know how to operate a green screen, so
I was thinking green screen, but okay.
Donkey unicorns? I don't know. Anyway,
donkey unicorns.
Let's dissect this whole Tekashi 6ix9ine situation because we haven't spoken on it or whatever. So
this was the GOAT you were talking about, right?
Music wise,
okay.
I fuck with his music.
I was just clarifying.
Everybody was dissing me when I first came out. Episode 2 is how I like this music. And he's like,
he hit.
Son, from the looks of it, I'm not, like I said, I feel bad bringing up this topic because I'm not studied in the art behind it or whatever, but from what they're saying, he's pretty much fucked.
Got hit with a RICO, pleaded guilty to 9 counts of shit, like conspiracy of shit, drugs,
right,
firearms, robbery type stuff.
Pleaded guilty now, and apparently snitched on everyone.
Yeah, allegedly. Well,
is that proven though?
Yet, but his name was taken out of the indictment. So 9 times out of 10 with that, you either getting off not guilty, like dismissed, or you cooperating. And we know he's still in jail, so obviously he didn't get let off. So
yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
They saying he's going to sit, but it's just
because they I mean, earlier when he first got locked up and they was talking about he got moved to a different jail, they were saying he was snitching because of that. But that might have not been the case because he he was gonna get sent to another jail whether he wanted to or not because he was a product of the government now. So him getting killed in jail would have costed them so much money, like lawsuits and shit. So they had to move him whether he wanted to or not.
Being a celebrity in jail is kind of weird. Unless you're Bill Cosby, they just threw his ass in general pop. Yeah. Did y'all hear that?
They threw chicken patty at him or something.
No, they said I heard this. I think I heard this on the Breakfast Club. I don't know if it's true. But apparently he's in jail pretending to be Cliff Huxtable.
I seen that.
And he's in jail diagnosing the inmates.
They probably just doing that shit for shits and giggles.
Shout out to Bill Cosby, man. He in a fucking slammer for real. Put that man in general pop. That's fucked up. Oh no. But look, my question with Tekashi, we know the situation is fucked up, so do y'all think on any circumstances ever is there any coming back to the mainstream after being labeled as a snitch? Outside of the gang shit, because none of us.
That's what he's repping.
None of us are affiliated, so we.
Cause you know some people that's still gonna accept him regardless. If he come up rapping about like, yeah, I'm a snitch, I'm the number one snitch, it's gonna be somebody repping.
I don't know, son. I don't know if that's gonna work.
Some suburban kids are gonna be repping that shit. Let's be real, bro. Some suburban kids gonna be repping that shit. But you got a nice Pierre beat or something behind it, like Gummo.
But in his situation, it's tricky because if you are to believe that the people that he's involved with are really on some shit, so fuck, he can't go back to New York if he get out.
He can't go anywhere because ain't like he can hide his face.
And not even that, he was beefing with every other state.
Yeah.
Before he can't go to LA. I mean, I'm sure he can. If he still got enough money to have a 24-hour security
after this,
detail.
if he get let off, he won't have that much.
I don't know,
he
man.
He just have to lay low
because he's gonna be in witness protection, bro.
But they're gonna ship his ass to the middle of Kansas
and ship him back to his home, like country in Mexico, wherever he came from, like his family is from. They may send him back there, and it ain't even definite that he'll survive there. Somebody could murk him now.
Yeah, that's crazy. They wild.
But he did it to himself.
That's just crazy, man. Like I don't know, man. That trolling shit.
I don't feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't really feel bad.
They caught up to him.
Yeah, it did caught up to him. But the crazy part is that he's been one of the people that has been the most publicly warned by everyone in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right, you need to chill out. And I know young niggas sometimes don't be thinking. They think they got it figured out. Oh, you old. I know what I'm doing. This and that. But that's just a prime example of sometimes the motherfuckers that's telling you what you don't want to hear really the ones that's looking out for you. So.
But I mean, he was hearing. He just wasn't taking heed to it.
That's literally what I just said.
I know, but still,
punk ass nigga.
Just
so,
saying, and just because you getting extorted paying these people don't mean they still gonna be loyal to you.
And how I feel about his baby mama coming out now about he's in jail talking about how he raped her before and beat on her and all this and all that, and apparently
and she was allegedly fucking Shotty.
Yeah, apparently she was clapping. Shotty was going Treyway. I'm sorry. But apparently, she was clapping the game.
That's all.
Tricky situation, man. Tricky situation. It's
Did this surprise you though? Did this arrest at all surprise you?
It surprised me that he was really involved with
the Chief Keef thing.
That shit. Not just anything because that's the only part that shocked me, that he was really living like that.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like it wasn't the case.
I'm not even gonna say he was living like that, honestly. I think he just had money. He was in a position where he couldn't really be touched, so he put that money out and put it on somebody's head. That's what I think it was. I don't think he really living like that. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think he really living like that personally. I think he was just in a position where he had the power and the money and he could get it done. Like,
let me see what that gets you.
You know what I'm saying? We seen the before pictures before he started rapping.
Yeah, it was
like
fucking square.
I beat him up before and I beat him up now.
Well, on the plus side, he going in, but the GOAT, Bobby Shmurda should be getting out.
He got like
sometime this year.
He got like a whole year. He got like
Bobby bitch.
I seen something the other day. It was like 500 and something days.
Well, when he get out, it's gonna be popping.
Hopefully, I hope it is.
I do too.
I hope he got some drops coming.
That was my dog. So, speaking of being locked up, let's touch on this 21 Savage situation.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because a few more details came out. I don't even know if we talked about it on here.
Nah, but the first episode I was kind of joking about it, but I didn't really understand the severance or whatever word. Don't spell check me.
You might be a little better on it than me, but long story short, seems like he's been detained by ICE. Mm-hmm. Pretty much got my dog locked up, saying he was illegally here on expired visa. Because apparently he is from London. And I'm starting to see that. I think people knew that in the industry. I think it was like a kept secret. Because I seen this video on this guy made like a little exposed video when they was on a Breakfast Club. They was talking about it. The Breakfast Club interviewed his dad. And they knew his dad is Dr. something. I forgot his name.
I seen that.
They interviewed his dad. And it's clearly a British guy. And they all knew he was his dad. And when Angela Yee did her rumor report to talk about this situation, she said to Charlamagne, well, you know his dad. And he was like, who? Like playing dumb. And she said his name. He's like, oh, well, I thought that was a secret. Like he said this on air. So I'm kind of starting to think people in the industry might have known that this was the situation.
I didn't know any
of that. But that video was trying to point out that 21 Savage was an industry plant, which I don't think is the case.
Hell no.
I think he might have... But I don't know. Some people might go to far lengths to portray a persona. But you gotta, they say he came to America from London when he was 12 years old.
I thought it was earlier than that because I see it was some people out there saying they went to elementary school.
I think the visa ran out.
Yeah,
at 12.
It 06, 05.
And they're saying ICE saying he lived in London for 12 years, and then came to America. That could.
So, I mean, you could do the math, because it said he's 26.
Yeah,
came out here when he was 12.
Yeah,
it's about 13 years.
My question is, that's like a common issue we see here.
Yeah.
A lot of people. How would I word it? I don't know. I'll get back to what I was about to say, but how much? But besides the fact that he's not from Atlanta, how much does that take away a little of his aura? Was it like cause first thing I thought people was gonna assume when they found this out was okay, so everything he was talking about, he was pretending, he was lying.
No.
But
Because if that's the case, all them dudes around him that's really from Atlanta would have came out and been like, yeah, he ain't with that shit.
Right, that's what I'm about to say. So how big of a deal is it that he's from London, even though he moved to Atlanta and was really getting to this shit and living how he was living?
Pretty much, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How much of that do y'all think will impact him as being the 21 Savage character?
I think 12 years is enough time to be from another place.
I'm about to say he lived here longer
and
than.
That's what I was trying to say. That's like somebody that moved to Slidell, you know, after Katrina. You know, if you're
from Slidell,
right? How long do you have to live in a spot before you can kind of just be like, yeah, I might have been born somewhere else, but you know, this is what I'm about.
I don't know if it has anything to do with an amount or anything. I think it has to do with your habits that you start picking up, and you start, you know what I'm saying? It makes you
a good 10, 15 years. That's when you really be like, yeah. Unless you old.
I'd say 5.
Nah.
I'd say 5 or 6.
That's like me moving to Atlanta now.
Yeah.
5 years and 30, I'm gonna be like, I'm
from
Atlanta. Nah.
Yeah.
Sean definitely be repping the fucking A.
Motherfuckers do that shit.
Sean be repping the A within 6 months.
But I'm saying, I'm not. That's what I'm saying.
How many niggas we know from New Orleans who still from New Orleans but been out here since, you know what I'm saying, elementary school?
If I went to Bayou Woods with you, you're not from New Orleans.
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm sorry. If I went to Bayou Woods with you and you still repping New Orleans,
that is true.
Get the fuck out, bro.
I don't really know too many from elementary school that's still repping that shit.
I ain't gonna say his name.
I'm not gonna say anybody.
But I went to school with a nigga that was.
I know a lot.
I went to school with a nigga that was from the north in elementary school, from the east in middle school, from the 17th in high school. But hey,
shout out to you, bro.
Right.
But I don't think it's that. I think his fans are fake as fuck too, for clowning that man.
I'm not even gonna stunt.
I'm not even gonna
stunt for mine, but
I was laughing.
Yours wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
I was laughing.
30 minutes after I figured out what happened.
I was laughing and I retweeted some memes and shit just because it was so fucking random. Like of all niggas, this nigga is British. That's the part that caught me. Son.
I'm not like a big fan of him though, so I didn't feel bad. Yeah. But
I'm not necessarily a fan of his music. I was becoming a fan of him as the character of the type of shit that he was on, how he kind of came out on some I'm killing everybody literally type shit, and then kind of started getting to the point to where he's kind of flipping, kind of like a Meek transition, smarter, like a growth. I kind of was becoming a fan of that, but I'm not gonna say I was a fan of his music, except I downloaded his album, and now every time I plug up my phone, all I hear is a song that says "ass and titties, ass and titties." I think that's the first song on his album. So I was like,
no, that ain't the first song. It's probably just the first in the. Yeah, I'm about to say a lot is the first.
How many
song.
You got?
I don't know, but I plug my phone up, all I hear is "ass and titties, ass and titties." So hey, I'm fucking with it.
I don't think it's that big of a deal, man. I think people really like. They clown that man for no reason, man. That's fucked up. You'll see some of the same people hyping that album up. Yeah. I guarantee it's the same people who like.
I ain't gonna lie. When I listened to it like a few days after, I'm like, damn, this shit. Just listen to it. It hit different. Yes. I like it though. I mean, I liked the album before
like
it came
better.
Out. Yeah, it just I don't know, just feeling different. Like, damn, bro.
Like it's better.
This dude really came over here.
Oh, okay.
The dude really came over here. Now he doing that shit. Illegal immigrant. Shout out to him.
The American dream.
But they said he applied for a visa like 2 years ago.
Yeah, they say he tried to get ahead of it. Like,
but he got arrested in 2014. So I'm like, how they didn't?
But see, and that's the thing. That's the thing why people are saying he's an industry plant, because ICE is saying none of that ever happened. They're saying everything that we know about this man is fake. Saying he's not a gangster. He's never been affiliated. He has no felonies. He's never been arrested. I've heard. Someone out there listening to this might hear. Somebody said he has a master's degree.
I doubt that.
The only time I ever laughed at a nigga getting his degree.
Master's degree.
But if you do your Googles and look and see who his dad is, his dad's a doctor. Dr. something. He's like a famous.
His name's Dr. Ansu.
There we go. Yeah, if you look at the family that he comes from, it's very feasible that 21.
His mom, you seen his mom talk?
Yeah. So
his mom talk British.
Yeah, like, his dad does too. I think his dad does. Does his dad?
Yeah, his dad's from like Saint Lucia or something like that, and his mom's from like the island of Dominica.
I don't know any of the words you just said.
Yeah, or if you're gonna talk, scoot over more into the mic.
What's that, Dominica?
Dominica.
I don't know any of the words.
Tony
you just
Shark's
said.
daughter gonna be named Dominica.
I would like kill myself if I did that.
But they
anyway.
said he wasn't like. Well, it was his fault they got pulled over. But
Yeah,
I seen.
You know the story about how he even got locked up?
Yeah, they said something about he was driving and then he was trying to get around some traffic, so he went like on the sidewalk or something. And they had ATF agents and stuff already right there.
For him or just
No, they saying for like the Super Bowl or so. I guess
Oh.
it was Super Bowl weekend, but I'm like I don't know how y'all all just randomly ATF agents all them be right there just when he do this little sidewalk thing to get onto the street. And then they said when they pulled him over, they had the Glock in the car. Then they say unknown substance, so probably some lean.
Yeah, probably. So. But man, my ending note on the situation is it's a tricky topic, man, because me personally, this is my personal opinion. If you don't agree, it's my personal opinion. I don't give a fuck who comes over here. If you want to come to America,
as long as you ain't terrorizing.
As long as you're not coming over here trying to blow shit up in the name of whoever, cool. If you here doing your thing, even if you illegal, if you don't speak a lick of English, if you just trying to come over here to
I got a problem with that.
It's inconvenient for us.
A lick of English. Don't be working there somewhere where I need to talk to you.
Yeah,
and need help.
no, it's inconvenient for us. But what I'm saying is if you're trying to come to America to escape some kind of bad situation, when it comes down to immigration and all that shit, I don't really give a fuck about who it is. You know what I'm saying? Come through. But you could kind of take this 21 Savage situation into a whole immigration topic that I don't even know if we too deep enough to get into. Because it's like I'm guessing they're talking about deporting him, like not allowing him back in America.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't even know how this shit gonna go.
And apparently,
they're saying he could keep his money, basically, all his earnings type shit.
But apparently, I seen another thing on the internet because we don't really know what to believe. That says he's locked up 23 hours a day right now, and they're not.
I could believe that.
Like he doesn't. They're not letting him know anything that's going on in the outside world.
What the fuck is the last hour? I seen that. I didn't know what the fuck that meant.
What you mean?
This was the 24th hour.
That's the 1 hour. I guess they let him out the cage.
Oh, the cage.
Yeah, like they have him locked up apparently. So
yeah, and they said it's one of the worst detention, like one of the worst ICE detention centers.
Yeah, man.
Like people die up in there from other type of shit. So
it's a sketchy
Hopefully
situation.
It works out.
I guess we'll just. I mean, I never want to see somebody in a position where they can't help provide for their family. Because I'm pretty sure he was bringing in a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He putting people in position to do shit.
I'm not going to change my stance when I was laughing because I don't want to come and be a hypocrite. The shit was hilarious when it first came out.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Just because it's super fucking
wild. Yeah, it was random. That's
random.
why I understand it.
And I wasn't
Super
talking about
random.
y'all. I was talking about people. I'm talking about just the Twitter, the whole social media. Like I know half these motherfuckers just go with
that's all
what to
social
talk
media.
about and this and that, and this the same motherfuckers who put.
But that's all social media is,
Who
bro.
put 'em on a
Because you know that's how it is with anything. People don't genuinely like something. They gotta wait and to see what the general crowd moving is, and then they hop onto it. So I don't pay no attention to that.
I just thought that was kind of whack.
Yeah, shit was kind of
I
trash.
was not even a big fan. That made me a fan of him just because see how whack your fan base was, bro. Like that was trash.
But we'll see how.
But you know people are fake, bro. So it's like, what are you expecting everybody to
basically
be 100 on Twitter and on social media?
Coming at me like
I'm not saying you fake. I'm just saying people like you think every fan is like loyal 100.
I am, yes, 100%.
he is.
You. That's what I'm saying. You think every other one. Everybody not built
but
like
no,
you,
it's
bro.
just no, it's not that. It's just it's an age thing. I think.
This is super random, and I'm so sorry I'm about to go here because it just popped in my head. But did y'all see they released a video clip of a deposition of Michael Jackson? They was questioning him about sleeping with little boys. It was super creepy.
Don't they have a series coming out on that?
I think they do. I think this is where it's from. They asked him about it, and he was like chuckling and giggling, like. It was super sketch, son. I just watched that clip of the deposition. It was like 9 minutes long. I only watched like the first 2 minutes. Super sketch, son. Like I don't want to throw it out here, but I think once this shit drop, we're probably gonna be canceling Michael Jackson for good, son.
So
it
got worse.
I didn't finish.
Where is it at?
They asked him about the first clip I seen. They asked him about it. He was like, "Hey, I'm not gay." And he was just like smiling and giggling the whole time. These people trying to ask him questions about the shit.
I ain't gonna lie, son. When I was
was
like 10, 11 years old, I used to be scared of Michael Jackson. I
did.
That's because his face, son. I used to be scared, bro.
But God. I'm so sorry I jumped to that topic, but we'll get back. We'll talk about that once we get a little more information about it, because that just popped in my head. But shout out 21 Savage, let the man out, even if he is from London. That does make him the greatest British rapper of all time.
Nah, but
Dizzy Rascal might be close.
Big Shaq.
Dizzy Rascal's close. Fix up, look sharp. But
men's not hot. Scooby Doo pop.
Shout out to him. So let's kind of turn a tide to get into a little more violent side of things. If you had to put your money on Chris Brown or Offset in a 1-on-1 fade right now, not a dance battle, who y'all taking?
I'm taking Chris Brown in the fade and the dance battle.
What about you, Dom?
Y'all know I've never been a fan of Chris Brown, and I really just want somebody to beat him up.
I don't know, son.
I don't think it's Offset though.
I don't
think it's Offset.
You could tell. You can kind of tell when the niggas who you probably don't want to fuck with, or niggas that's going to give you a headache if you do fuck with them. And Chris Brown just kind of come off like, you don't think I don't
think he's giving a headache type person. I mean, what?
No, I'm saying niggas that okay, if I fight him, I'm not gonna go home with a headache. I'm gonna beat him the fuck up, and it's gonna be
who, Chris Brown or Offset?
No, I'm saying
Chris Brown. You're not gonna look at him and like think.
You're gonna look at him and you're like, all right, man, we gonna go at it. It's not gonna be an easy win for me.
Yeah,
I know. I'm not saying him particularly, but I'm saying you know the niggas that you look at that you could sense that from. Yeah. You know that about a nigga within the first few minutes of meeting him.
He would wash Offset, okay?
Yeah.
But I wish he wouldn't.
So
that's it.
You just
I want him to get fucked up.
So how do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about the whole situation? It seems like it comes from the 21 Savage situation. Yeah. Chris Brown posted a meme. Offset hopped in and was like, memes ain't funny, lame, blah blah blah.
Chris Brown went off.
Chris Brown went in. Like Chris Brown was waiting for that. To get into it, I don't.
He kind of been having a gripe low key with the Migos since Quavo messed with Karrueche at that one point in time.
So I didn't even put that together. I remember that did happen.
I'm pretty sure that's probably like just like.
But the thing that really got everyone was they got in the DM and started talking crazy. Offset was like, "Where you at? What's your address?" Long story short, Chris Brown sent his address and was like, "Please come. I'll be home after 4:00 and I'm gonna beat your ass. Please show up."
Damn, he put that?
Yes.
I ain't see that. I just seen the address and I seen you the police.
No, he sent the address and was like, "I'll be there after 4:00. He literally said, "I pray that you show up. Please come and I'm gonna beat your ass."
His confidence won this because they didn't show up, obviously, huh?
No, but even worse because I forgot you don't have Instagram, so you probably missed this whole thing.
Yeah, I missed everything. I seen the Twitter.
Offset was like, where you at? Send your address. Chris Brown sent the address. Offset texted him back and was like, "You the police." Nah, you the police.
Emoji. The police emoji.
Chris Brown went in like, "Bitch, you asked for the address. You want the fade. Here's the address. Meet me here. We can get it done. No cameras, none of that. No crews. Me and you, 1-on-1. We can get it popping."
Where you was at when you ducked the fade from Frank Ocean, though, and Frank Ocean laid out your bodyguard? Nobody's ever talked about that.
When did that happen?
Exactly.
I remember.
I will show you that.
I remember that happened.
Where you was at?
I remember they got into a fight or
where
something.
you was at, Christopher?
Nah, but listen. All right, I'm gonna play.
Where you was at?
Look, now I'm gonna play devil's advocate,
that was
and
when
this
Chris
might
Brown
not.
Was like just.
I'm gonna play the devil's advocate, and this might not be the right lane to go. But there is an argument to say that incident happened right after Frank Ocean came out. Chris Brown is a supervillain in everyone's eyes. Chris Brown beats up Frank Ocean. It's not Chris Brown and Frank Ocean shoots the 1-on-1 fade. That's not the headlines. The headlines is Chris Brown beats up freshly gay Frank Ocean. We all know
that might not even have been when it was when he came out. I think that was
because
he was beefing with our Future.
But
at
I think
the
that's
time.
why, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, it was.
It was why because like the our Future. That's when the our Future was first coming out and they was on that Devil 666.
You show it
Chris
wasn't.
Brown tweeted like that shit.
No. It was an underhanded compliment.
Because him and Haji went at it.
It was an underhanded compliment. Okay, it was. Chris Brown said, "I like when Frank first like." His music first came out, not him. Ha! You see what I did there?
Right.
But but Chris Brown was like, "I like Frank Ocean. He reminds me of something." And it was two people who like Michael Bolton or something. I don't know. It was like some underhanded it was an underhanded comment.
Michael Bolton's amazing.
It wasn't Mike. Yeah, it wasn't Michael Bolton. But it was somebody like it was a very underhanded compliment.
You could have misinterpreted it. Like,
yeah, Frank misinterpreted it. He was like, I like Chris Brown. This was when Frank had Twitter. He said, I like Chris Brown. He reminds me of a modern day Ike Turner or something. And then Chris Brown was like, fuck you, nigga.
So are we sure that's before he came out? Because I thought it was behind Chris Brown kind of saying something
Frank came out like
that made that community not too happy.
Frank came out around Channel Orange time.
He did. It was 2 weeks before.
Okay. Well, that throws off my whole theory.
It could be the fight, the fade could have been after, but that beef happened.
Yeah. But okay, so if that's the case, let's just say if that's the case, that was me playing devil's advocate of saying why he could have possibly not.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, we'll have to fact check.
Yeah, we'll do a deep dive into that one. But with this situation, Offset clearly loses because he popped off like, "What's up?" Send the address. The nigga sent the address.
Maybe he thought he was getting set up. I guess,
or maybe he thought Chris Brown was just gonna take the high road and be like, "Nah, bro, it's all love."
Right.
It's probably one of them moments.
Nigga dropped his address.
All right, he for real.
And then Chris Brown screenshot it and put it out for the world to see with his address. With his address,
damn, bro, your security must be elite.
Cuz should have knew that was gonna happen. He should have never responded to that. You would have been better off just not responding. And just acting like.
I'm not going to sit here and say Offset won't fight because there's plenty of videos on the internet
jumping, Superman punching people.
of him throwing punches.
But Chris Brown,
it's never really a one-on-one situation.
The difference between a fight, a difference between that with Chris Brown is a fight with Chris Brown is like a boxing match, bro. Yeah.
Why do y'all put him on this pedestal, man?
He's a dancer.
What the fuck dancing got to do with these hands,
and he's just super athletic.
He could bob and weave you,
Everybody puts him on a pedestal like we seen him, like, besides Rihanna. Who the fuck has he fought?
I'm not sitting here saying put him in a ring with Mike from 93, but put him in the ring against Offset, I like his chances.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
But he ducked the fade from a gay guy, bro.
He's still a guy. Still a guy. Let's not be problematic.
Who knocked out his 300-pound security guard, bro?
And you mad that he ducked that fade? He just watched him. He just watched his. No, I'm asking you.
Know that.
If Chris Brown watched the supposed gay guy knock out his 300-pound security guard.
Pounds, son.
Chris Brown's supposed to run.
I'm gonna show it to you.
That's a video?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Yeah, that did happen.
Oh,
man, fuck no, son. I don't think he that hard, son. I don't think he that real.
That was Chris Brown and Black Pyramid.
I'm just saying, son. He could handle Offset because Offset is a little nigga.
Niggas is little.
All three of them niggas little, but somebody can fuck up Chris Brown. I don't know. How tall
is he? He
like 6'3", 6'4", around your height.
He about Kobe size, same build.
I don't know. I feel like if you beat up a girl, you might could beat up me because you're fucking obviously that crazy. But
it's not true. It's some dudes that beat up girls that can't even fight, dude.
Nigga got some, there's a lot of reasons why they beat up
I want to know where all this comes from, though. Everybody thinks because he dances, he has hands. I don't get that.
I'm not talking for everybody. I'm talking about me personally. I know my judgment of niggas that I know I can beat up hands down, niggas that I know gonna give me trouble, and niggas that I know, I'm not gonna fuck with him.
So why is Chris Brown I'm not gonna
He's not on that for me personally. I'm saying he'll fuck up Offset. Yeah. That's weird.
Okay, for Offset.
We talking Chris Brown versus
like
Offset.
If Chris Brown came in, we not going, oh shit.
Think about everything. Like, first person, Drake. The softest man in fucking America.
I don't think Drake's beat up anybody.
I don't think he's going to ever beat up anybody. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who trainer he with. I know what you're about to say.
I'm about to say.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who trained him.
Bottles. He didn't fight.
Exactly. The softest man in America. Then you got Soulja Boy. Big Draco. He was about to do that. He's like 90 pounds, bro. Look at his competition. Chris, how about you try somebody? How about you try the game, bro?
Well, he wanted that smoke with Kevin McCall.
At him though.
Whoever that is.
Oh, Kevin McCall?
Yeah.
That was the
and
dude that was singing
about what and what.
Yeah, that's that buff dude.
Who's that?
He a singer.
Deuces.
He was on that
That's
song.
not him,
That's
but
all we know. He's on that
song. My girl is always on some bullshit like Chicago. Remember that nigga?
Oh, he tried to fight him?
Oh, you remember. Well, they got into it over some shit.
They had beef.
Anyway,
speaking of,
but he needs to step up.
But at the end of the day,
what, Chris Brown about to fight Raz B?
There you go. There you go, bro.
Raz B came for him though. Raz B came from him though.
Raz B came for everyone.
He was outside like,
You
where
see
you
this?
at?
Literally, you see this process.
Raz B came for everyone.
He only gets like this. He only gets angry and very upset and calls niggas hands when it's these little ass niggas he's fucking with. Let's see you do that to the game, nigga.
Whoop your ass, and we're gonna have to jump in for you.
Right.
What
So
you talking about?
Son,
nah, I
he
gotta
gonna
call
watch
him.
this. He listen to our shit.
yeah, son. He hit me up the other day like, I like what y'all doing. Let's work.
I'll send you my address, nigga. I'll send it.
Because Ron gonna pull up
Good
and
thing
fight
this
down.
episode on YouTube.
Right.
He gonna see
But
exactly
look,
who said
you
that shit.
said you want to see him fight the game. The game might be fighting Joe Budden or Kanye West in the near future.
Nah,
we never
Joe
really
Budden said he ain't paying attention.
we
to
never
that
really
shit.
got into that. So apparently, I think it's the lamest thing in the world, but people do it all the
Yeah.
time. The game is talking about other people's ladies in music to kind of.
He had past relationships.
I'm
with
guessing to try to promote whatever he got coming out.
his last album.
And he talked about he's spoken ill of Kanye West's wife, Kim Kardashian, which that's kind of a tricky one because
Who hasn't?
What? Oh my God, that's another thing I disagree with, guys. We'll get there though.
and he's spoken ill of Joe Budden's fiance,
I'ma say.
Sin Santana.
I'm gonna say what I got.
My whole thing on it, I don't really care too much to get into what was said or why it was said, but I just think that's the trashiest shit in the world. Like,
Facts.
I understand, like, yeah, controversy sells. You know what I'm saying? You're in the twilight of your career, as some people would say. Talking about the game, I still fuck with the game music,
I do.
but
I think
it
he
just
on
like
fine, honestly.
it just like
Yeah.
I don't
Still
all that
fuck with
I'm
it,
gonna create controversy just to sell shit. And I think the game kind of being a bully because he know Kanye not gonna step to him. He know Joe
everybody
Budden not
knows
gonna step to him.
Kanye's- Nobody's gonna step to the game, really. Probably besides 50.
Except 40 Glock, and we see what happened to him.
Exactly.
40
But
Glock, y'all.
I feel like if he picked that 50 still, I feel like 50's like the only person who would clown him and like not be scared of him. Like that's like the main
If
person.
niggas ever became a tag team, it's over for everyone.
It's dead for America. I swear. But I think it's very whack, and I'm a game fan, but that's just it's disgusting. It's not needed, especially if it's true because it probably happened a long time ago.
So let me ask you. This is about to be funny. So let me ask y'all this.
What are you laughing at?
Let me. Yeah, he's
He hadn't been recording the whole
Nigga
time.
said it's disgusting.
Let me ask y'all this.
Shut up.
So, if y'all was in a situation, somebody was coming out with a song and just happened to throw out a lovely lady that you may be acquainted with at the time, is that going to touch your soul? Like,
Is it the game?
who's the equivalent of the game?
Chris
ever-
Brown
of-
could catch my hands if he did it.
Whoa.
The game, I'm gonna speak out about it. I'm gonna tell him
Look,
he's
fuck
whack,
you.
and I'm not going past that.
Boy, what I'm
be
asking is,
yeah,
Joe,
you
like Joe
whack.
Budden took the stance of whatever happened before me, I don't give a fuck. Who cares? You
Yeah,
get no
I feel
points
that.
from me. That's the same energy y'all got. Like, who cares?
Basically.
It's got to be addressed.
Yeah.
It's got to be
Depends how
addressed.
recent it is. If it's like somebody from 10 years ago, I'm gonna just be like, you alright, but watch your mouth though. But if it's somebody from like a year ago or something,
Or if it's your
it's
fiance?
like, dog.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, he's
dog,
saying
I'ma
when
beat
they
you
was
up.
with
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If he was like,
somebody
yeah,
from a year ago,
I was
it's
with
like,
your chick last week, then it's like, whoa.
Okay, I
nah,
got
that
I
ain't
got
my
a
chick then. If it's last week, but I'm saying like a year ago and you talking spicy, like, dog, I'm gonna knock your head clean off.
Straight up.
I got something to say. Okay, all right. I've been wanting to address this. Okay, what makes Kim Kardashian a hoe?
I ain't never say she was a hoe.
It was Corey kind of saying that.
I didn't say
but-
she was up. No, no.
No,
What I
both of y'all,
meant.
you was like,
No,
who
no.
hasn't?
No, what I meant.
Because people
hold on,
talk about
Let me
her.
defend myself. That's what I said. What I meant when I said, well, is because she may be one of the most talked about women amongst the industry.
Okay.
That's what I meant. I'm not one of them
Yeah.
Kim
Okay.
Kardashian haters.
I
But
According to
I
Feedy,
never-
she's better than Beyonce.
yeah, he be going crazy.
I mean,
He said she
Beyonce's
looked better.
like natural.
But
That's what I'm saying.
there is an argument to be made, Tony Shark, that she got on committing a
Look,
sexual act,
here's my thing
and
about
her
it.
history is that she's been with a plethora of guys in the
I
industry.
understand, but look, think about it, bro. Think about it. If America keeps calling Kim a hoe, right?
Mhm.
let's see. Let's just add them up, okay? Nick Cannon, Ray J, Kanye,
Chris
The
Humphries.
Game, maybe.
Chris Humphries.
The
The Game. Apparently,
allegedly Drake.
Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush.
I'm not counting Drake. No.
We don't know who else though.
Exactly.
There's been,
So that's 7.
but there's been. I don't know
That's
them off top,
seven.
but there's
That's
been.
just
that we know.
11 known.
Yeah, there's been more.
Okay.
I can't think.
There
off
can
top.
be 11 known ones. How many women do we know fucked 11 niggas out here? Do we call them hoes?
Yeah,
I don't
My
really know
age?
too many.
He said, yeah.
I don't really know too
No.
many. Not that I know of. I'm pretty sure it's women out here. I ain't judging.
Me
but
personally,
I count as 7.
I'm about to
That's
sound like
11.
I'm about to sound like the feminist guy. I don't give a fuck what you doing. You're not with me. I'm married.
That's
I'm
what
good
I'm
with mine.
saying. Well,
I don't give
yeah,
a fuck
me
what you
too.
doing out here.
But like, it was a sexual act with somebody who she been with for 10 years. She dates a lot of people.
And apparently she was on ecstasy. So
Yeah. But, okay.
according to her,
She dates a lot of people and fucks them. I never seen a reason to call her a hoe. A lot of those fucking celebrities be fucking a lot of people, and we don't like. You know what I'm saying? If just because she's not black, I feel like that's what tears her down.
because she's not black.
Yes, because they're not gonna tear.
don't care
They're not
what
gonna
she
tear
do. I
down a
ain't
black
hitting.
woman like who
I don't
fucks a
know,
lot of
son.
people.
I don't know, son.
I swear to God.
Well,
Think about it, bro. Like, look at Cardi B, bro. And she's Puerto Rican, but still, like,
But who has
she's
she
a
been
black
with?
figure.
yeah, but
Who has she been with in the industry? That
But
we
look at
know
her
of?
image. She was a stripper.
Oh yeah.
And
Look at her image. She's a queen. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She's a queen, but we look at Kim K like, bitch, you're a hoe. Like, I don't like how my people do that to her. I really don't.
I think a lot of people kind of put that towards Kim not necessarily having a talent in most people's eyes.
That too, but like,
Whereas you can say, okay, Cardi B could rap a good song, so it may be okay.
I think it's just because people, like, she's not black. And, like, people just, like, tear her down
That's a.
before Kim. But, like, I don't know. It's just because of who she is type thing.
And we need to have a discussion about the differences between Armenians. Are they more of white or black?
Well, mine are black because that's who I follow and that's who I see more. I don't know what's going on white Twitter. I don't know. You know, I don't really keep up with that. I just know what my people doing. No offense, but
Right. White Twitter's a different world.
like it's a real different world. It's just based off who you follow. But like, I don't know. My people gotta act better, man.
Sean, what your
I don't
cousins
like
be talking about?
I don't be on Facebook like that.
He said
I don't know.
Facebook. We talking about black or white Twitter. He went straight to Facebook.
I don't even know if my cousins have Twitter, bro. To be honest,
That's all. You kind of got me, Corey. You kind of got me in there. You kind of shunned me.
What?
You had a lot to say with it.
No, because I got
It's like, ain't like we didn't call her hoe. We just said
and
she
no.
got. We're aware of her
I
past.
gotta play devil's advocate on a lot of these
You
situations.
got me.
We're aware of her
I
past.
I thought it was. I had that in the bag, y'all.
You thought he was gonna body it. You know, say, ooh, I got some of these niggas.
Because when y'all said that, I was like, hold up, man. What makes her a hoe?
So,
But
but yeah, to sum it all up, with the game kind of doing, I guess we could call it trash. But if it's not him doing it, someone else is going to be doing it. He's just going about it, going directly towards wife, which is kind of usually a no-go zone.
Yeah.
But according to Drake, there is rules in beef. According to most people, it's not. So
there's rules in beef, but I'm a joke about smashing your wife.
No, that's how you said it. There's rules to this shit, dog.
Yeah.
So
I don't care
Fucking
what anyone
weirdo.
says. There are rules. But well, there goes our OVO sponsors.
I don't want to be sponsored by OVO.
Shit,
Y'all know my theories on that.
Seeing what they did to
Man.
McConan and shit, huh?
I care less about McConan, but
I like McConan.
I'm sure he likes you.
No
McConan
homo.
did that to himself.
I'm sorry.
McConan did that to himself. He shouldn't have signed with them, expecting OVO to just roll him out like he's the face of OVO when Drake is still OVO.
What you
Like
talking about? What?
I'm saying, like how he just fell. I don't know. I'm guessing he went to OVO because Drake gave him the cosign, and I was the first person. Like, yeah, come sign. He was expecting to go to OVO and be some big person, not realizing
he was a big
Drake's
person,
there,
but-
so just make you look like a little person in a big pond. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Well,
I'm
what
saying.
happened was they kicked him off because they found old tweets of him talking shit about Drake.
That
That's
wasn't
what-
it.
He said that wasn't. Sean, no, he was in a
He
meeting.
fell off. He had some cool songs, bro. That's what I'm attributing.
The only song I ever heard was that going up on the Tuesday shit.
You got
You got Don't Sell
the
Molly
Don't
No
Sell
More
Molly.
slaps.
That Trust Me Danny.
Trust Me Danny.
Yeah, y'all was
That's
fans,
my
huh?
shit. I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of his music.
I'm about to say I like
his first two.
But he fell
things.
off.
So to kind of get into a different lane, if you will, this whole Liam Neeson situation, or is it Neeson or Nelson? I don't know. How y'all feel about that? Apparently, the story goes one of his friends was apparently raped by a black man, so Liam decided to use his special set of skills I guess he developed when he was making the movie Taken, and he went out on the street with a fucking stick looking for, as he said, a black bastard
person to kill,
to come out to approach him with on any kind of negative situation he can kill him. Yeah.
Wow.
My first question is, before we say anything, by him saying that, and people may not like this argument, but I know some people will appreciate me saying this. Does that statement make him racist?
Technically, yes.
I'm gonna say
How?
no.
Y'all gotta explain this one to me, because
I'ma
I'm
say
gonna
no.
I'm gonna tell you my theory.
It doesn't make him right at all, but
It doesn't make him
I'ma
right.
say
Wanting
no.
to kill anyone doesn't make him right. But I am not justifying anything he said. I personally hoped Mike Tyson would have walked out the club and beat his ass broke his stick over his fucking head. My thing is, that statement, I'm not gonna jump out the window and say he's ready to go throw rope over black folks' necks and hang them every day in his life.
Every racist person doesn't think like that either.
Every racist person doesn't think like that. But and here's my theory: we might lose some sponsors. Disclaimer. It seems to me. Somebody's gonna feel me, but it seems to me that a lot of times when Caucasian people get upset, the first thing they know how to do is throw out some racial shit.
Yeah.
Spiteful.
I think that's because, and this is a whole different thing that I've been deep diving on.
You come up with a conspiracy?
No, I think that's because I've recently been opening my third eye. I'm slowly approaching woke status.
Well, we do the same thing. Too.
No, I'm getting there, but
I'll be like, you white, bitch.
but I'm getting there, but
Hey, now.
but
Sorry.
black folks are the most compassionate creatures on earth. If a white man comes out and says, fuck all these niggas, I want to kill them all, he can go on Facebook and post that. I guarantee you he's going to have a few people that's going to agree with him in the comments. Whereas, if I get on Facebook and say, I hate all these white people, I want them all to die, who's going to be the first group of people to tell me that's not right?
Nobody.
Black folks.
What do you mean?
Nah.
Nobody's
You don't think so?
Nobody's
Y'all
gonna tell
don't
you
think
something.
so?
To be honest,
There's a double standard in this racist shit,
I hate
bro.
white people tweet from a black person. White people. I hate white people tweet from anybody. I'ma just
You're gonna get like
Scroll
1,000
past.
retweets.
scrolling past that shit.
Corey?
Yeah, no, son.
From Black Twitter. You're gonna get 1,000 retweets from
Black Twitter's a different world. I'm talking normal people. I'm not normal people. I think someone
It
out
depends
there,
where you post
someone
it to
out there will
Facebook.
feel me. If you post it on Facebook, where you have
One of your white friends from high school are gonna say, "Hey man, what's wrong?
What's
That's
wrong
not
with
very
you, buddy?"
cool."
I know, but I'm saying is a black person is. Then it's not going to be as accepted for them to jump out the window and say just some purely racial shit.
Yeah.
You're not going to have more people agreeing with you than disagreeing as a black person, because black people are compassionate.
But you know what white people do too? White people flip the script on you. They always do the, see, if I said something like this, then you guys would be upset. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they fuck up.
But my whole point was, if the white person goes in and puts that racial shit out there first, you're not going to see too many of his peers come in and say, hey, man, this isn't right.
Yeah, hell no. Only a selective few.
The allies.
Yeah, like Killer Mike said. I
So-
want some of that today, son. That's pretty good, son. I like that shit.
So I say all of that to get back to his statement, to his
Y'all
situation.
niggas about to lose all y'all
Yeah,
sponsors.
we probably will. But I would love to have a full
bad.
Caucasian. Shout out to Shaun.
YouTube.
I know. I would like to have this conversation.
This is a bad first video.
It's not saying. We're all right.
We fucked up.
But
We was clean though.
it's not.
Yeah, we was.
But
Yeah.
my whole thing, and now, like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate. I personally, y'all know how I am. He could not wake up, and I don't give a fuck. My whole thing is, I don't think that this particular coming out and saying he associated